3, 2, 1, go. You're live, kids. Say hi. All right, we're just wrapping up a 8-day, 8-night, 9-day Cascade loop. We've wandered everywhere from Mount Shasta up past Sisters, Oregon, and back in the four-wheel camper with the kids. What's happening tomorrow, kids?
School.
School starts tomorrow, so we're milking it to the very last end. Where are we at right now? Lake of the Woods?
Lake of the Woods Resort.
Lake of the Woods Resort, doing some fantastic glamping right here. And here was the itinerary. There's Chewy. Say hi, Chewy. So we spent that first night at Shasta, the next night in Juanita Lake in Northern California. Great little camp spot. Miller Lake, where we did that update. Thanks so much for all the great comments on that. It was one of the prettiest campsites of the whole trip. Then we did through the lakes, through the Cascades there, where we got that update on Crane Prairie Reservoir and those reservoirs up in there. Then we stopped in Bend, Oregon and visited Harold Cecil of Giant Loop. I got a big update. I got my free swag here from Harold. A big update on the doings up at Giant Loop. Remember, Giant Loop is the company that makes adventure products for motorcycling. Oh no, Mom, battery's low. And we want to show you what they're up to there, some of their latest products, and a tour of the shop, a behind-the-scenes tour of the shop. From there, Harold of Giant Loop gave us a backcountry adventure behind Bend, Oregon. Checked out Tumalo Falls, and then an overnight at Tam MacArthur Rim. Great dispersed camping spot. One thing we found out here in Oregon and through the Cascades, the terrain is pretty easy and the place is very well discovered. And on the weekends, campgrounds fill up. So on the weekends, you may very well be best suited to go find dispersed camping options. Here at Lake of the Woods, we got a prime spot. It's, Tuesday? So you're able to get a camping spot during the week here. But weekends are very full in the Cascade, throughout all the campgrounds in the Cascades. Tam MacArthur Rim, got a nice thunderstorm up there. Then we wandered up to Sisters, Oregon, a very cutesy boutique town in Oregon, but then checked out the world-class fly fishing on the Metolius. Is that right, Jenny?
Yep,
Metolius River. Saying that correctly. I want to get you an update on the fishery there and how they're trying to balance dams and fisheries along the Metolius. We also visited Wizard Falls Fish Hatchery. Beautiful, beautiful fish hatchery. We'll show you some of that. Look on, I'll post some of the pictures on the Blanco Lirio Facebook page if you want to see some of the pictures quickly. After that, we headed back down south here to 4 Mile Lake, which is only 6 miles away from here, but is up at the 5,700 foot elevation. And we'll give you a kind of a sad update on the beetle. What's that called, Jenny? The Pine Mountain beetle blight is bad up at 4 Mile Lake. It's not happening down here because this is a different species of trees. But up at 4 Mile Lake, just 6 miles away, in the last 3 or 4 years, they've just been clobbered by the mountain pine beetle blight. And then that brings us to Lake of the Woods. Today we'll just do a straight shot home, get these kids back to school like they're supposed to be. But you're learning a lot out here on the trail, I hope, right, kids? Good.
I'm enjoying it.
Enjoying it.
Every minute of it.
So we'll get you those updates. One on the Metolius River fishery, the Giant Loop tour of the shop and factory, and then the beetle damage up at 4 Mile Lake. We'll get home and get back on all the aviation updates that I'm way far behind on, including 737 MAX updates. We got a couple major aviation events coming up, the Reno National Championship Air Races and the Dead Cow Playa Stole Drag and Stole Run out there in the playa in Nevada. What else have I got on my notes here to say? I'm also real excited. I want to come back and explore the John Day country here in eastern Oregon, some of the more remote, and bring that fishing rod back, as I think autumn is going to be some great potential fishing options here in eastern Oregon in the John Day area. Yeah, some kind of a floating fishing thing I can bring on the back of the four-wheel camper. So the four-wheel campers worked out great, and we've had a great time out here. We just want to remind everybody to get out there while you can, while you're still physically fit enough to do it, while the kids are still young and enjoying it, and while you still have the good public access to the public lands, and before some of these areas get either wiped out by beetle blight or wildfire, which is so prevalent out here out west.
Oh gosh.
Oh, and thanks to some of the folks that have stopped us along the way to say hi to the the Brown family and the Blanco Lirio channel. And Eldon Fox, shout out to you, and your watercolor channel looks great. Check him out. So we got to head back for home, and we'll get you going back on the aviation updates. And I've still got a few months off from work here. Looks like maybe, well, I'll probably still be off all the way until February. So time for more adventure and more updates. See you guys here. Say bye-bye, kids.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Chewy. Now where's the off button this time? They keep moving the off button.
X.
Must be the X.
X? Okay. Thanks, Pete, my technical advisor. Are you sure you want to stop? Okay.